everybody, welcome back to Northernlion, play Slay the Spire. We're shooting for feed as our achievement. Defeat Donu with feed. Obviously, in order to do that, we have to get a random rare, or at least try to. Actually, this works really well. Exhume and feed work really well together, especially early. But you might be like, NL, it's kind of boring. You even say it like that, in that kind of like old English, my family's been rich for 20 generations sort of way. It's so boring and prosaic to try to get feed on camera. Well, let me put it this way. I'm not saying that this is good for our Slay the Spire skills. I think that's disingenuous. However, Ascension 0 runs as the Ironclad are just fun, sweetheart. I love every single one of these cards, but the most fun of all is probably a Searing Blow. Doesn't compromise anything here. And it basically, like how when you get your tonsils out, or maybe a more adult metaphor is like when you get your wisdom teeth taken out, you get like a license to just eat soft foods for 5 or 6 days. As a kid, that means you're getting a lot of ice cream. It's a great situation, right? We might as well. That's what I look at this as. So sure, maybe, we're not guaranteed or perhaps even likely to get... we might as well let you hit me. 21, hold on, let me think for a second here. We gotta get you down to 17, so this will work. This is what this is. This is a license from the Slay the Spire doctor that says, hey, enjoy yourself. Have a fun time playing Slay the Spire. If it takes you 10 runs, it probably won't, but if it takes you 10 runs, it takes you 10 runs. I don't know, it might take us more than 10 runs. I would obviously rather it didn't, but... Plus, it's good... You're gonna think that I've lost my mind, perhaps, as I say this, but I genuinely think that it's kind of good practice. Probably should have hit him with the fire potion, huh? It's pretty good value. We would have avoided the dazes, and realistically, we're probably gonna do it anyway. That's fine. But I do think it's good practice. I think that we, by doing the challenges, have gotten a little bit better, or at least we've learned to approach the game a little differently. And, if nothing else, there is an enduring legacy. The enduring legacy so far being that I now very, very much appreciate, thin decks. And it's been enduring, I'm happy to say. We need a bash. No, I don't think we can kill you next turn. This only does 16 damage, yeah. Plus, we don't have the energy to do everything we wanted to do. Anyway, you get the idea. I'm done defending myself. We're just going to have a fun time here playing the game, alright? I don't think we need any of these. I actually think that as soon as you get Searing Blow, you're kind of incentivized to slow your roll on, deck growth. Regardless of what those pills they try to sell you in your Gmail spam folder say. Dude, honestly, this might be the one time in my entire life I actually think that maybe fire breathing's the best here. Don't believe those emails. They do not work. I've heard. Well, man, I would... Well, whoa, hold on. This means you're dead. I don't really want to bring a strike back. No, I clicked on the wrong card like a dummy. I meant to play a defend. Whatever. That's what I get for taking fire breathing to begin with. You're dead. You're also dead. You're not dead. I'll kind of wait it out on you for a second here. You know what? This'll kill you. And what are you doing? No, fire breathing coming through in the clutch. Like it never has before, literally. Alright. So we do want to fight... another elite. He starts vulnerable. So I'm like, my dream, of course, is to draw a Searing Blow on turn 1. Having not drawn the Searing Blow on turn 1, it's tough, dude. I think I would rather just smack you and then pop this, but it's close. I'll level with you. I think it's mighty close. Actually, in hindsight, probably didn't really want to bring back Bash, but... Can I get you? It's 12 damage. Okay, we got you. Potion Belt. I definitely like Battle Trance. We're waiting on... Essentially, if I could have this deck, but upgrade... Searing Blow to like Searing Blow +8 and then add a feed. It's pretty much, I mean, I don't want to say as good as it gets, but that's as good as we need to get to win this run. We don't need to add any other cards. You know, ideally, if we could replace our defends with better versions of those defends, that would be fine as well. But, you know, we kind of got lucky here, because I definitely think Hexaghost is maybe the only boss that we'd feel comfortable getting this low against in order to get a little bit more gold. But we do actually, like, greatly appreciate the extra gold, to be honest, because we probably want to do a little bit of card removal. I don't know. I mean, I'm kind of just... I don't want to say I'm just sitting around here, but I'm, you know, kind of waiting on seeing what's going to happen. I mean, this is just one of those fights where I don't think you need to play Searing Blow. Life gets a lot easier for us by just killing time. Anyway, dude, I gotta say, so tomorrow, which is probably like 2 days ago for you guys, which I know it seems like a long time. Definitely think we can make that work with a Searing Blow. It seems like a long time, but it's actually like the shortest the backlog for Slay the Spire has been in a long time, which is a good thing. SteamWorld Quest comes out. It's another deck builder. I definitely want to play it on the channel. I'm not saying, you know, bye-bye Slay the Spire. But you might see 2 deck builders side by side temporarily for a bit. Maybe they'll trade off a little bit. I'm not 100% sure. Tell you what, you know, I'm actually a little nervous. I think getting the vulnerability is important. We want to draw Searing Blow and Bash on alternate turns whenever possible, but one good Searing Blow, like, changes the game. I'd actually rather, like, use this, shuffle everything back. Let's stall. But anyway, yeah, so look forward to that. I don't know. It's a lot of deck builders, but I can handle it. I think, again, I'd rather make you vulnerable, and then we'll just pop Searing Blow, make it stronger next time. It's getting a little touchy. I would never deny that. But it's a good time for deck builders. It's a good season, shall we say. Dude, I hate to do this. I have to bash you. There's no doubt about it. I need that vulnerability for next turn, just in order to have a chance to kill you. Searing Blow will do 63. That got closer than I would have liked it to get. Now, I'm bummed, because I see no feed. I don't think we can afford to play Demon Form, honestly. I do like Fiendfire. I actually think Fiendfire could work totally fine here. We would like some more blocks, though. And you know what, dude? Let's do it. Coffee Dripper, no resting. I'm willing to give it a chance. So on this floor, don't lose hope, you know? I think of it kind of like... I'm going to try to shops and campfires. I think of it kind of like the way that... hold on a sec. I think this will do. Kind of like the way I think about the other challenges, where, like, we took... Not every single one, or perhaps even literally none of the challenges looked like we had them in the bag until we had them in the bag. You know, you get one piece of the barricade puzzle, and all of a sudden getting 999 block isn't a pipe dream anymore. It's like a guarantee. So, you know, we get feed. All we need to do is make the run win. We could probably afford to make a pommel work, but maybe slow our roll on addition just temporarily. What's the piece that we need? I mean, I hope it's obvious. The piece that we need is feed. And it doesn't exist here. So I'm going to cut a basic strike. Obviously, Exhume is just actually garbage for us right now. I think I'd love a Flash of Steel in general, and I'll take a Lantern. We should still be able to afford a feed if we get one at the shop soon. We'll see if we can get a rare here. There are no rares. That's okay. Definitely do not want another Searing Blow. Probably don't want another Battle Trance either. I don't know. I don't really love any of these, to be honest, but I think an Uppercut, even without being upgraded, now that we have 4 energy, could be fine. But I'm starting to I would never suggest, okay, that I'm displeased with this deck. But I'm less pleased than I'd like to be. Does that make any sense? No? Okay. Dude, honestly, go ahead and hit me for 10. I don't mind getting a little low on HP. You know, it sounds ridiculous, but we can afford to just stay in this, like, 50 to 70 range without really feeling too bad. Actually, now that I think about it, Burning Pact might have been an awesome pickup. Just because we could exhaust basics for removal and get to our, you know, our money cards faster. Probably start here. We do have 5 energy turn 1. He's gonna live. This son of a gun's gonna live. But this is a great indicator that this run is going just fine. You know, Stephen A. Douglas was a great indicator, but Abraham Lincoln was the great emancipator. Sing along if you know the words. 51 damage. Dude, Gremlin Horn, it slaps as well. This runs the risk of being like a 19-minute long Slay the Spire run right now. And I'm here for it if we could just get a feed. I will, under no circumstances, are you insane? I am not going to let you take my energy here. Or take my money, sorry. So if I could just kill the one that's doing damage, I'd be a happy man. And then you put garbage in my deck eventually. Dude, we gotta get a feed just so, I guess actually now that I think about it, Exhume can grab Fiendfire. Yikes. This is real bad for you, dude. Exhume can grab Fiendfire, so it's not like complete trash. We can also make it free, but that's not in my wheelhouse because that would require me to not upgrade Searing Blow. And there was probably some scuttlebutt, like, now why aren't you upgrading your dang old Searing Blow? Or something other than Searing Blow, like armaments could hit more targets, Exhume would be cheaper, Uppercut gets much better. Yeah, but like on the other hand, are you seeing what's happening with our incredible Searing Blow now? Like, no enemy on this floor could possibly stand up to the sort of rigorous beatdown we're putting on. The next incredible step would just be to get to the point where, like, if we can get a Bottled Flame and put Searing Blow in hand, no enemy on this planet can stand up to us. It's that simple. Okay, check this out. It's genius moves. Headbutt. Wow, wait. Wait. It doesn't work. It doesn't work right. Okay, fair enough. You know what? We're gonna play it a little quieter on this turn than I'd originally anticipated. These can both go. They're garbage cards. Go ahead and hit me for whatever. 11. I was trying to find a way to get Fiendfire to exactly kill you and lead us to drawing Uppercut, which is a pretty solid card. Didn't necessarily work out. Life goes on. Can I do 28 damage to you in a single turn? I mean, I got to imagine that I can't. I got to imagine that that's impossible. Originally was definitely going to say the opposite, but hey, here we go. Still, no feed. Remove? Yeah. I know that people, they tell me now, upgrading all strikes and defense is better value. But you get, like, it's almost like an inverted measuring contest, if you know what I mean. I don't want to anger Google DeepMind here. You can get a turn of vulnerability out of that. Like, the thinner your deck is, the better of a player you are. That's what I've read on the subreddit, and I have to be honest, though it frustrates me, it appears to be true so far. So, go ahead and hit me for as much as you want, because I'm going to bash. We're going to draw Searing Blow. Next turn. Still gonna Fiendfire you. I know we're losing some good stuff here, but I'll Fiendfire you fine. But we only need to hit this guy with 2 Searing Blows to kill him. No! You coward. You're a charlatan. We gotta start working on this guy. I'm actually genuinely concerned that we might be in a slight pickle as a result of that. Here's the thing. This guy absolutely has to go. No matter how long it takes. We gotta... We've only got 6 cards right now. It's a bit touch and go, huh? Sorry, we know we've got you next turn. I actually think we're gonna die. I was gonna say, you have to be bashed. Then, draw a Searing Blow, or sorry, draw a Flash of Steel. You know, we're not gonna be able to play it anyway. We might as well still get it out there. I guess we definitely should have hit you. There's no excuse for that. You're putting out 51. That's horrible. So what do? First off, literally pop everything. What do we have that could save us? Literally nothing, huh? If I could play this twice. 220. Jeez. Jeez Louise, dude. I don't know. It's close. It's not there, but it's close. You know, I'm actually... I don't want to say I'm glad that we lost, but our odds of winning on that one after going so long without getting feed... Yeah. Probably also shouldn't have exhausted every defend in the deck. I suppose you could make an argument that that's not really a strong play befitting a good Slay the Spire player. Yeah, okay, fair enough. We do have a 2 elite path. I'm gonna take it. Even though one of the elites is super. So it's a bummer, but yeah, I mean, we kind of deserved it, right? What can you say? Give me a body slam. I love building a body slam deck. I've been told, people say NL body slam is one of the hardest cards in the game to win with. I say, how could it be one of the hardest cards in the game to win with? It costs 0. Just play it, forehead. That's a little bit, I understand that's not what they mean, okay? I'm just, you know, we're 550 Slay the Spire episodes deep or something like that. You gotta have fun with it. You gotta let the riffraff freely flow. I think we've got you next turn. It's gonna be close. It's not gonna be close at all. You're dusted. I still like a headbutt. I don't love a headbutt, and we're looking for feed. It does not exist. Anything else that could be useful? Not that I can really see. So I'll tell you what. We'll cut one of these. Even though it's early, I don't mind. Remove transform upgrade. Probably the easiest upgrade of my life. Body slam has to get there, but armaments allows body slam to get there some of the time, and then, you know, we can wait is I guess what I'm trying to say. Just trying to see, are we drawing bash next turn? We might be, but I don't think I need to use poison to kill you. With body slam is going to cost 1, but we might pop our block potion anyway. So it'll be something like finesse. Bash. Body slam. I don't love it, but 3 attacks gets us there. We got 3 attacks. Okay. Everything else unnecessary. I do think this will be kind of a tough fight. Really want bash turn 1. No bash. Life goes on. Yeah, we'll definitely headbutt back the 0 cost draw. I hate to give him extra strength, but it might be wise regardless just to get extra momentum out of it. I mean, he's gonna get strong, but let's do it. And we got exactly the draw I wanted, which was making bash give 3 turns of vulnerability. Lucky us. I still think we'll pop it once. Okay, fair enough. We have a deck that doesn't really work that well against this guy quite yet. So you are at 28. 13, okay, we don't have you. Which means that this should get you. Thank God. Okay, Shuriken is amazing. Definitely incentivizes... Yeah, go ahead and take my potion. Oh, that's pretty good too. Definitely incentivizes draw and 0 cost attacks. Maybe even strength gain cards, but, you know, no promises just yet. Do I want to flip him? I don't think I want to flip him, dude. I don't think I want to flip him. I bet we can do more than 11 damage. Definitely did. I still feel like this deck is slightly lacking the wombo. That's okay, though. I think we can get there. By the way, most important thing, I don't say, you might have forgotten over the run we've had so far, we still need feed from somewhere. Second body slam, great upgrade target, of course. Probably, if I'd seen the cards that we gotten, I would have handled that a little differently, okay? 13 damage. Let's put up some block. Yeah, it's definitely... The strike would have been better if we had actually thought about it for a second. And played the cards in the right order. But you know what? We didn't play the cards in the right order, smart guys. So what are you going to do about it? Yikes. At least we get the strength gain. That's the other thing. The body slams, even if you have no block, we can play them for 0. And gain strength out of it in the future. It's also why... I mean, you don't need me to give you strategy, I'm sure. At this point, you're like, NL, come on, dude. I've watched you play Slay the Spire for like 25% of these 500 episodes. I don't need you to give me the basics. Well, here's an advanced strategy. Take Pommel, draw more cards. But yeah, we can play it for strength game. We don't have to worry so much about the whole, you know, will we or won't we win sort of situation. It's more... Draw armaments. You coward. Well. It's more like, you know, we're killing time until we get the opportunity to get feed. When's the best opportunity to get feed? I'm sure you don't need me to tell you that either. It's probably from the boss. You're guaranteed a rare card drop. And I don't even know how many rare cards are there as each character. Like as the Ironclad... I don't know about that one. As the Ironclad, there's probably like 7 or 8 rares. It's not a great chance to get what you're looking for, but it's not bad. You might be wondering, why am I always using armaments to not hit finesse? It's not that I think that finesse is bad. It's just an advanced level strategy mere mortals are not necessarily great at comprehending. Thank God for our strength there. I think it's better for us to draw something that could maybe get more damage or more block versus getting 2 extra block out of it. I think that's more than fair as well. So I think let's start here. Then we know we're going to draw. We draw Rage again. Did manage to kill one and take no damage. I didn't crunch the numbers at all there, but the numbers got crunched somehow regardless. So I appreciate that subconscious brain. Oh, I mean, even though it's not the rare we're looking for, it's the rare we want to have. I've been thinking about that a lot lately because I've been playing MLB The Show, and I think I've used this exact analogy definitely very recently, but also in like the distant past. But it boggles my mind, like, every time to think about how amazing the human brain is. And I know you're like, we get it, NL. You know what was legalized in Canada last October. No, it's not even like that at all. First off, that's very dismissive towards me and this thought in general, but also towards the amazingness of the human mind, dare I even say. You know, when you're playing baseball, I played baseball as a youngster for like 8 or 9 years. You don't even think about it, but it's incredible. Hold on, this one I gotta think about. Definitely Rage comes first. I think following that, you know, it'd be interesting. Headbutt, Finesse, so you get Rage back immediately, and then draw the other Body Slam. Well, you know, can't always get what you want. You know, you're standing out there in right field, and Manny Machado gets up. A 100-mile-an-hour fastball crosses the center of the plate. He hits it with a bat that's like, you know, 3 inches thick. Well, 3 inches across, at least. He pops it up, is flying at like, 70 miles an hour out to right field. Your brain is just like, oh, routine pop fly ball. I need to move my muscles and tendons to move me like 11 feet to the left, and in 4.5 seconds it's gonna drop right on top of me. There we go. And I'm just gonna close my glove on top. You don't think that's incredible? Dude, anything works here. I do hate to lose the ability to gain more gold, but I'll take it. So a couple of numbers in Slay the Spire, yeah, it helps to work them out as quickly as possible, but simultaneously, like, you're gonna tell me that that's, that big of a feat? You're like, nobody was saying that. Why are you talking like that? Okay, well, maybe nobody was saying that, but, it launched me into a conversation about how amazing human beings are, so... Don't throw the baby out with the bath. I'm just saying, okay? And then, you catch the ball in your glove. Let's go. And you're like, okay, now I gotta throw it to, I definitely think we want anger, by the way. Although it will make it harder to draw feed. But our feeds will be better because of our strength gain. I don't mind that either. Why... I click leave by accident. I meant to click... I meant to click why not. Let's start removing some garbage. We got too much garbage in this deck. Flame Barrier is also very tempting. I actually think I will add that, even though it'll compromise our ability to remove later. What was I saying? It's just like, your brain's ability to calculate, like throwing a ball is insane to me. There's so many... I'm dumb. So many things you have to factor into it. The weight of the ball, for one. Wind. Let's just go for upgrades here. The weight of the ball, the wind, the distance, when you needed to arrive by, because there's basically a trade-off between, like, speed and accuracy involved. It's pretty amazing. And then I think about that, and then I think about, so why am I incapable of crossing the nest? What? Don't kill him, wait for feed. Don't kill him. Don't kill him. There we go. Sorry, I've been playing some Mortal Kombat. Anyway, then I think about all that stuff, and then I wonder, well, if that's the case, then why can't I beat Ascension 20? The human brain is so amazing. Why am I still bad at this game sometimes? I don't know. Great question. The things you think about while you wait for Donu to possibly show up, but maybe not. Oh, you gotta love it, dude. They all start vulnerable, so I think I'd rather... I mean, definitely ice them, but whatever. I'd rather keep you vulnerable. I think that's the most important thing for us. You're doing 27 damage. In many ways, that would be scary if it weren't so completely inept. All right. I mean, we put 31 block up there without even thinking about it. Got a lot of damage out of it in the process. And feed is just crushing. It's doing amazing work. We have like a real strength gainy sort of deck. So I think extra vulnerability is very important. We're going to be very careful about adding more stuff to the deck. Because again, we basically can only remove one more card. And I'm going to remove a basic strike right now. Rather than buy a shrug. And you might be like, that's a little... Ooh, dude, Unceasing Top could be cool. Especially with anger. But you might be like, that's a little unnecessary. You might be right. But, you know, the thinner our deck, the better our odds of drawing feed when we want to draw it. It's taken me a long time to get to that point where I actually not only knew that, but internalized it. I think we're finally there. At this point, with the HP where it is, I don't see a good reason... I mean, there's a lot of garbage here. Let's be real with one another. I don't see a good reason not to try to force feed, which is we're not making foie gras here. I'm just saying, like, if possible... We might as well make sure our max HP is as high as possible, and not just to increase our chances of survival. This time we gotta kill you. We're just gonna take too much damage. And I still will add one of those, but we still want to force the feed here. whenever possible because it gives us more rope to draw feed on the Donu Deca fight. And remember, the whole purpose of this to begin with is to try to draw... I did that backwards, didn't I? Maybe not. Is to try to draw... Let's go. Try to defeat the challenge is what I mean to say. Still got 1 energy? Still got 1 energy? Alright, fair enough. No, we didn't do it wrong. We did it right. We still get to keep our strength. Okay. So I think you definitely want to ice the enemies. So we got 3 energy. We certainly want to play Flame Barrier. No, I actually think we don't. We'll just shrug instead. The burns are really going to compromise Unceasing Top, but in my defense, Immolate, you know, many intelligent people have gone on the record as saying is maybe their best card in the Ironclad deck. You know, a little guy, youtube.com/Northernlion, after he beat A20 off camera, happened to say that exact thing right there. Right? Unceasing Top. We got lucky that it didn't actually hurt us there. It's not going to get you. Because it's not going to get you, I mean, you're not going to kill me. So I would rather... I'd rather wait. And I know it's reckless, but... Headbutt? Feed. Is it reckless or is it genius? There's a thin line. Look at that. Dude, I will absolutely take 2 feeds, thank you. It's a little much. And I think the extra energy, once you consider that we have Unceasing Top... Okay, it's not Donu, so thanks for watching. Really hope you guys have enjoyed the episode. Yeah, I think there's, like, literally nothing you can do now to get the challenge. I know, like, there's nothing I could do, dude. But, like, actually, there's nothing I can do, dude. That's a bummer. I mean, it sucks, but I would be more mad, and it would make for a more entertaining video if I was like, you know what? I want to draw Immolate, so don't. Yeah, that's fine. If I could muster some anger, but the reality of the situation is I just really like Slay the Spire, right? Unceasing Top. So, like, just to be able to play more Slay the Spire is like it's a privilege in its own right, to be honest. That might sound ridiculous, but it's also the way I feel about it. So I'm happy that you're here watching me. I'm also annoyed by the fact that seemingly yet again, I wouldn't say we got screwed, but, you know, RNG on our second roll, you know, didn't get what we wanted it to get. It's okay. Life goes on. I mean, we've crafted a pretty solid deck here. I am stoked that we got feed to begin with as well, not to mention. Like, 2 feeds in a 21-card deck with Unceasing Top is giving us just an unbelievable amount of value. So I just want to see if we draw a feed, to be honest. So I don't really see the reason to kill these guys if they're not doing damage. We could use them as feed fodder later. 7, hold on. Okay, I am gonna hit you. I don't really mind if you do a little bit of damage. It couldn't bother me less. So yeah, you know, what's my 2 cents on this subject? Yet another fun deck that is just not capable of getting the job done due to, I don't want to say RNG, because that sounds saltier than I mean it to sound. I think I kind of hate all these cards. Like, and that represents, I feel the need to suggest to myself here, I feel like that represents a big, it's a turning point in my life. To not feel like I have to take the bandage up just because it exists. We don't need the HP, but most of the time I'd be like, it's cheap. Tell you what, give me, I thought we had an anger. We didn't have an anger? Give me a pommel then so we can draw an anger, please. Sort of worked. As long as you don't think about it too hard. Alright, this is the money maker right here. You give him one of these. It starts to heat up pretty quick. Anger, please? Okay, that's fine. So I'd really like him to be dead. This turn is a little unrealistic, but, you know, in a couple of turns, I think we're going to get there. Put an anger on top of the deck, gets even better. So glad I added these headbutts, dude. Body slam just crushed him. That was insane. You know, I guess seeing red... Seeing red makes it more likely that any kind of, like, unceasing top momentum we get will only be killed by an immolate. The problem is, you might be like, well, hey, dummy, don't play immolate. Okay, well, smart guy, how am I supposed to get unceasing top to work if I can't play immolate? You know? I mean, there's answers to that question, but they're not as easy as just a pithy one-liner you can throw out there. We need, like, a true grid or something to exhaust it, you know, because we're not going to be able to, like, remove... I hate it, but that's fine. We're not going to be able to remove, you know, immolate from our deck. Do we even want to remove immolate from our deck? I don't know. I haven't decided that yet. Moreover, we're unlikely to get the chance for it to matter regardless, so... Draw a body slam? Okay, that's fine. See, now we got a burn. It's not a bad thing necessarily. It's not the worst thing necessarily, I guess. But we do need some sort of way to deal with those. I guess actually, I was just going to say, well, why don't we just buy? And then I realized, that's right, there's a reason we don't buy. Well, you know, what did Happy Gilmore's grandma say in the movie of the same name? The eponymously named Happy Gilmore? Well, I would have, but I didn't have any money. She's talking about her taxes. Let's just keep upgrading. This deck is good enough. If we're gonna get burned, we might as well make it burn the enemies a little bit more. Blue Candle doesn't let us play statuses, unfortunately. Playing curses is fine, but ultimately also pretty useless for us. But to be able to play statuses would be nice, but I don't know. Can we get medical kit outside of the shop? 25 damage. 37. We want to make sure somebody dies. Probably the one about to get stronger because we have more than enough block. Oh, dude. That was an insanely good draw. You know what? Maybe I've got absolutely nothing to complain about. It is Ascension 0. I know I say it every time, but I gotta say it because it's Ascension 0. But still, dude. If it's stupid and it works, it isn't stupid. Michael A. L. Fox. I don't know if he invented it. It's probably our high school gym teacher, actually. How do you know you guys had the same gym teacher? I don't know if you went to a fancy hoity-toity school. Our high school had one gym teacher for the men and one gym teacher for the women. So Malv and I had the same gym teacher. I'm always surprised to hear people say, not in like oh, I had it so hard sort of way, because I mean, that's obviously not the case, just listen to me. But, you know, our high school graduating class had 80 people in it. Sometimes people are like, you know, you talk to Corey, Corey's like, my high school graduating class had like 400 people in it. Like, dude, how big was your school? Ours was 2 floors that were one hallway long each. That's incredible. Alright, can we beat the Time Lord? I will admit, this is doubtlessly the worst boss for us. Check this out, dude. He's an absolute genius. He's hit real genius levels. Mind you, we played 5 cards and did like 10 damage to him. That's pretty bad. So we... I gotta play 2 attacks. I'll save myself 3 cards to work with next time. I needed the strength gain, I think. We get 3 cards. You gotta play it like, again, it's all about the strength gain here. The good news is we got a lot of time to work with because our HP is really high. Essentially, thanks to feed to begin with. We gotta get these out here. 7 cards to work with, 5, and it's a great draw. It's fine. I guess we're just gonna play it out on this one. We got 4 more cards. We're not gonna play it out. I think we should stop here then, so we get a few more cards to work with on the next turn. 3 cards. You know what? Let's just go for the strength gain, dude. No, well, yeah, actually, I don't mind making him vulnerable. Because we get 1 more turn to hit him. Plus, huge strength up thanks to Red Skull. So he is going to heal. So you play your cards here. What do you think you should do? I actually like what's coming down the pipe, but if we can't kill him, there's no point to playing the cards, because he's going to heal up to 228 anyway, so... I think giving yourself 12 cards to work with was saner. This wouldn't be a bad turn to play 6 more cards. 4 more cards? Come on, come on. 0 cost. We need 0 cost cards. Thank you. 2 more cards. You cowards! 58 damage. 48 damage. We need 10 block in 2 cards. Can't be done. You know what? It was fun. Thanks for the time you've given me. We'll be back to try to do the feed challenge again, but for now, thanks for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it. If you did, click the like button. It helps out a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. See ya.